miserably. It has nothing to do with being supported. Many people have not been supported or successful. It has to do with one thing, hunger. If you are hungry enough for this operation, this opportunity, this place that you found yourself called Usana has proven itself, you have an opportunity to prove yourself. But what it's going to require is this ignition that this event is all about. I'd like to see if we can help you in that process in a short period of time. But I will tell you up front, that the biggest thing that stops us are our limiting beliefs. We all have beliefs about who we are, and the most limiting belief is that all of us have at some stage in our life is that there's something holding us back. But inside, we know it's only us. In fact, this has been going on for decades, but in this country, it probably started many years ago. We started blaming people when we had problems and started suing them. It started happening decades ago. We started taking people with problems and labeling those problems as somewhere outside of me, so that I can't change. It's not me, it's the outside world. It's the government, it's the taxes, it's the environment, it's the upbringing, it's the abusive parents I had, and yet the most successful people in the world have been through all of that, and they've still been successful. I'll give you one of the simplest examples. Some of you may be old enough to remember. You remember the Menendez brothers? These two brothers, raise your hands if you remember the Menendez brothers. I'm curious, please raise your hands.
Unfortunately.
25 years ago, I think our culture started changing in the United States where this ideal was these two young men from a very wealthy family, and they were angry with their parents and they were giving them what they wanted. So they shot them at point blank range with a shotgun and killed them. But when they went to the jury trial, needed to the jury trial, the jury couldn't be convinced that this was that they were, even though they admitted it, that they should be convicted. It took 2 jury trials to do it. That's the wrong man. Shortly after that, some remember there was a woman who got very angry with her husband in New York, and she decided to take matters in her own hands. Her name was Lorena Bottle. You remember Lorena Bottle? Lorena Bottle got very upset with her husband in the middle of the night, and so she took out a carving knife and she chopped off Mr. Happy. I'll just call him that, okay? She took him for a ride in the car and threw him in a field. Now, when they went to the jury trial, they said, is she guilty? Is she guilty? How many men think she's guilty right now? Make some noise, you know? I mean, listen, if her husband was an idiot, if he was terrible, guess what? That's what laws are for. That's what he's gone through. This one woman is responsible for more men sleeping on their stomachs after a fight than anyone else. But I don't feel bad for him. You might feel bad for her. The highway patrol and the policemen ought to go looking for that thing. What did you when they found you pick it up? No, you pick it up. Jesus. So what I'm going to get to right now is, what does it really take for you to break through? Let's put down the very first thing. If you're going to ignite, you need energy. Who's going to be on this? Say I. And you just have a ton of energy, but the real secret is to create the energy when you don't feel like it. The real secret is to put yourself what I call a peak state so the best of you comes through. So here's what I can do before you do anything else. If you would, please stand up. Please stand up. Shake your body out. Bring energy to your body. And here's what I'd like you to do. You are in a business where your job is to be a leader. Who's going to be on this? Say I. What does a leader do at their essence? A leader is a person who's able to change the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, and the actions of other human beings. If you lead, you influence. Now, to influence other people, you got to know what already influences them. So what influences people? Well, lots of things influence us, but there are 2 things that influence above anything else. Number 1 is the state you're in. When you're in an angry state, are you going to respond the same way as when you're feeling playful or outrageous? Yes or no? Of course not. The state you're in affects everything. And the second thing that affects how you're influenced is what I call your blueprint or your belief system. In the short term and long, I'm going to show you how to influence the most important person that's going to influence your career first. Who's the most important person to influence your career?
Myself.
Most of us got to start here. And then I'll show you how to influence other people in ways that's integrity. So the first step is, shake your body out. And let's learn a little bit about how you get influence. And here's how I want you to do it if you would. I like you to take your hands out like this. And when I say now, I want you to bring them together like this. When I say that. Ready? Now. Ready? I love you, entrepreneurs. You want to anticipate. Go first. Now. Ready? Now. Ready? Now. Keep your hands together. 37 years of research in 100 countries has shown something really simple. No matter how many times you pull your hands apart and bring them back together, you'll end up with one thumb on top of the other if I don't mention it. It's the same one every time. Take a look at which thumb it is for you. Now try it. Ready? Ready? Just do it naturally. Go. Ready? Go. Ready? Go. Now, here's what's interesting. How many with the same thumb each time? Let's see your hands. Good. Now here's what I want you to notice. I want you to know if your left thumb is on top of your right thumb, then the driving force of your psychology is the desire for sex and your incredible lover. I'm sorry you changed thumbs, sir. I'm sorry you changed. You showed it was up. If, however, your right thumb is on top of your left thumb, then the driving force in your psychology is intelligence, and you will be absolutely financially free in your lifetime. Look at this poor man, he's having a fun fight. The sex and the money, the sex and the money. If your thumbs don't cross, if they just come parallel like this, side by side, and then you think you're sexy, rich, and smart, and you never agree, you never told me I'm so sorry. Shake your body out, just wake you up, and here's what we're going to do. I want you to repeat a simple phrase after me. How many of you want to be able at night? How many of you have days? When you wake up in the morning, with the best of intent, when your brain says, I don't want to talk to people today. Say So if you force yourself to do it, when you really don't want to do it, does it come through at some level in your being, in your face, your voice, yes or no? So I want to show you how to not be phony, but how to get yourself ignited, how to get yourself in peak state, because I've done this with the best athletes in the world, with presidents of countries, and it's simply to understand. If you try to think yourself into a better state, it rarely works. The brain can go in circles. But if you change your body radically, it will change your biochemistry instantly, and you'll be in a different state of mind. You'll be in a peak state where you do the right thing. Who here has ever done something where after you did it, you went, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I did that. That was so stupid. Who's ever done this? Say, How many of you ever done something where after you did it, went, that was me. You don't know how you did it, but you impressed the hell out of yourself. How many of you have done this? Say, Now you're the same person. How come in one situation you're an idiot, the other one you're brilliant? It has nothing to do with ability. It's the state you're in, the mental, emotional, and physical state. So I want to give you a quick, in the short time I have, fast way to change your state. If you change the way you move your body radically, it will instantly change your biochemistry state regardless of your mind. So I want you to try something for a second. Just make the sound of total excitement as loud as you can. Go for it. Try another sound. Try another one. Try one more. Does that feel better? Yes or no? Yeah. Now, some of you go, this is great, Tony, but we're going to be walking through, come to usana. That might not work well. So what we want to do first is learn how to do this even at a more subtle level. Even a subtle level can change it. So I want to try something, a little experiment. When I say now, I'm going to have you walk around and meet people. And I want you to greet them, just briefly. And if there are people you know, it's okay, but try to get some people you don't know as well. And I know many of you are in jammed seats, you can turn behind you and around you. And all I want you to do when you greet people is greet them as if meeting was a total waste of your time. As if meeting them you thought was a total waste of your time, but this was the dumbest exercise, why are we doing this stupid thing? And I want you to deliberately do that. So it might look something like this. You might say something like, you sir, come here. You sir? Yes. What's your name? Neil? Neil's your name? Neil? Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen, Neil! Woo! So I know it's not your nature, especially those of you that are in this business, to do this, but how many have ever been annoyed or pissed off in a situation with another human being? How many have ever been there? A little frustrated? So here's what I want you to do this. I want you to see, in order to get annoyed or frustrated, it's a waste of time. What do you have to do differently with your face, your shoulders, your gestures, the way you move, the way you use your face, the way you speak, your tone of voice? It's a waste of your time. I just want you to notice, it'll be easy to notice how it feels to be greeted that way. But I want you to notice what it feels like what you gotta do in your body to go in that state physically. Your eyes, your face, your voice, your tone of voice, your breath, okay? Just a minute and a half. Ready? Reach as many people as you can, like a total waste of time. Go, go, go. There's about 18,000 of you here from all over the world. We speak different languages, right? We have different cultures, some of you getting translation right now, but we're all human. Let's see something here. Raise your hand if you got to change your body in some way to go in that lousy state. How many of you do this in some way? Say, ah! Did you change the muscles in your face? If so, say yes. Did you change your breathing, yes or no? Did you breathe more full or more shallow?
Shallow.
Which one?
Shallow.
Did you talk louder or quieter?
Quieter.
Which one? Did you talk faster or slower? Which one?
Slower.
Now 18,000 in this room, and you're all saying the exact same thing. I didn't tell you to change focus. I didn't tell you to change the tempo of your voice. That's what you have to do to feel like lousy, to be annoyed. Because, listen to me now, emotion, feelings, emotion is created by motion. I'll say it again, maybe say it out loud. Emotion is created by motion. The way you move determines the way you feel. Now that's totally simplistic, but I'm going to show you it's true. Shake your body out. Let's try a totally different state. Now to do this, by the way, to do this you got to be like a little kid. Now what I mean by a little kid is, a little kid doesn't give a damn what other people think. When you're a little kid, you made all kinds of noises. Do you ever watch a little kid walk through the living room like this, they come walking like this, and they'll go, whoa! And they walk out like nothing's happening. Who's ever been this kid or seen this happen? Say, ah! Who's willing to be a kid with me for less than 90 minutes? Say, ah! Okay, but if you don't like it, you can go back to the old fart way. This is what we're going to try here. So now here's what I want you to do. This time when you greet somebody, I want you to greet them like you're deathly afraid they're going to reject you. Deathly afraid. I want you to exaggerate it like a little kid would. Because when you're an adult, you're afraid. What do you do? You fake like you're not afraid? I'm not afraid. I'm just stressed. By the way, stress is the achievement.